Okay, so as you can see, these guys have giant, just grotesque neck. And they are called headbangers. And for those who know what a headbanger is, they're fans of metal. It's a nickname that we gave ourselves or someone else gave us. I don't quite know which came first, but it's stuck.
Oh. What is that sound?
It's a death.
Oh dear God, those necks were just kind of disgusting.
Singing. It is the pounding of creation's hammer upon the anvil of time.
It's fucking awesome.
It's called heavy metal, and it's the real reason you should bang your heads, not for that guy.
Yeah. Screw this place.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Metal!
Hey, hang on, guys. I know we're all struggling right now, but I'm telling you, this is all gonna pay off really soon.
Yeah, our manager says that if we just work hard and produce a high-quality product, that we'll be able to move up to cush guard jobs in the General's Pleasure Tower.
There's gonna be piles of chicks and booze and stuff.
We're with him.
Hey man, sorry, but
We got a sweet gig here, and we're not about to let you greasebags ruin it.
Guard!
Riot!
Walk out!
Alright, so those are bouncers.
I heard those guys over there say they're organizing a union.
We'll go sell
They're
them
later on a heavy unit that works for you, but right now they're enemies. So,
Okay, dude.
this part of the game's a bit of
I have a
a
plan.
interesting system. A bit of an interesting metaphor. At one point in the history of music, there was kind of the glam rock era, which was a division between
Man, I have
what's
wanted
considered
to
heavy
do that
metal
forever.
and
That's what killed
what's
Chuck,
called glam rock. And unfortunately, whatever you want to look at it, a lot of bands that were glam rock are now considered part of the heavy metal history. That's not
Just a little bit
incorrect, but at the time there was a big divide. Basically, glam rock was the more socially acceptable, popular version
Okay, first,
of what heavy metal
when I do
was.
this,
And
it means you gotta follow me, okay?
glam rock was
let's try it.
the in thing at the time. Maybe not as in as some modern stuff can be, but it was popular. Like that's
what I'm
the big
talking
Hollywood
about.
scene, and so
Okay.
at one point in time
Let's
was what
practice moving
a
in
bunch of bands you
formation.
know about, like Motley Crue. Technically started off as glam rock, like Twisted Sister, the whole spandex wearing, weird outfits, Kiss, all that stuff, glam rock era.
Alright, yeah. Kill it.
And
Earned yourself some destroy.
the two never quite got along because the metal side was
Okay, now.
a bit grungier, a bit
opposite
dirtier, a
style.
bit angrier,
When
a
I
bit
do
whatever you want
this,
to call it,
it means
and
don't
less
follow me.
possible
Stay
for a
put,
mainstream audience.
Defend this hollow
And
ground, got it?
to put it in perspective, heavy metal's
Defend
still
this pile
around.
of crap with your very life.
Glam rock,
Okay, here we go.
not so much. Don't get me wrong, some of those bands from back then are great bands because they led to some of the stuff we have for metal. But they were never my style,
good,
and
you
the
guys.
outfits were a little bit
That
insane.
means stay put for real. I'm gonna go walk over there.
I read a
don't
book
want
a little while
anybody to
back
follow
called
me.
Louder Than
Okay,
Hell
I'm
or
gonna turn
something,
around
which
now.
was
And if I see
basically an
anyone following me,
anthology
I'm
of
gonna be
metal
really
through the
disappointed.
ages from conception to
Yes.
something that was 2008 or something like that, around
For
the
now.
time.
But now we gotta huddle up for the big finale.
Final chapter's on the guy, the singer, bassist from Slipknot died. Clown or something was his name.
You dudes are with me.
That's sad, but whatever on this topic. And
Yeah. First, kill that
it's
statue.
like going with this. However, oh yeah, so at one point the book talks about how
time we're gonna mix
big
it
part
up.
of glam rock
I'll defend
was
this area,
mostly
while you
chick
dudes
driven,
go
which
kick the
if
shit
you look
out
at
of
some of
that
the lyrics
statue
makes a
over
fair amount of sense,
Yeah,
and
let's do it.
it also helps
Okay, so
explain
when I
the
do this,
outfits, which
you go
were
completely
designed
nut shit on
to
whatever I'm pointing at, okay?
showcase male
Get ready?
sexuality, I guess. Hence the tight pants and all that.
Kill them all!
And I can't explain the makeup for the weird hair. That was just
Hey, that was mine. Lion White sucks.
Death to Lion White! I hate statues!
Well done. I'm proud of you boys. But to build an army big enough to take on the real Lion White, we're gonna need some more dudes. We gotta bust all your fellow headbangers out of these stupid minds. What do you say? Are you with me?
Metal!
Huddle up. Lay waste.
Gotcha.
Nice work.
As you can
Now
see
let's
there,
go.
they were
No
literally
headbanger
beating
left
crap to
behind.
death with their faces. A little ridiculous, I know, but Whoever gets to the day, I suppose.
Faster!
To this day, I don't know what that machine in theory was doing.
Keep moving!
It's just a giant drill that spins a bunch of pulleys as best as I can. And they're mining lava. Pretty freaking cool if you ask me, but doesn't have a lot of purpose to it.
Yeah! You guys feeling it?
Summoning the troops. Those guys that will work. I believe they will.
Ass Kickers Unites!
Gotcha.
Right, gotcha. Follow me!
Got your back.
Crush the intruder. Add it to that reserve security force. Report.
You're welcome.
Annihilate!
Alright, so here you literally have personified the age-old headbangers, or true hardcore metalhead fans versus glam rock fan debate. And it's ridiculous. Literally the entire first section I mentioned earlier is glam rock versus heavy metal.
Is that all you got, Mittens? Traitors, animals, I'd rather see you dead than free. Cripple the grinding giant. Burn the ungrateful man cogs.
Ungrateful Man Cogs. Not a bad name for a metal band. So, I keep powering up these guys. Because they're not super strong. They get a move later called Mosh Pit that I'm sure I'll get to eventually. That's pretty damn awesome on how it works.
Kill them all! Strikers into the lava!
They're attacking two supports at the same time. How are they doing? You guys defend and support?
Come on, just like we practiced.
Go get him!
I take the long way around this thing every time. I got no clue why I do it.
Once these jerks are all dead, I'll make
Ass Kickers Unite! Keep their ship.
So, a big fear I have about this game, I'm not sure how valid it is or not, as you can hear, the soundtrack is all heavy metal songs and stuff like that, which is pretty cool that you're capable of doing that for this game, and I'm sure it took licensing hell. But I live in a little bit fear that this YouTube video is going to get tagged because it contains a lot of music. I'm hoping it falls into the concept of its game background music, but I honestly don't know how this part of it works.
They're attacking both the supports on the far
Kill them
side.
all! Alright, you guys take one, I'll get the other!
Here's hoping they get there. Yeah, cool. Get their side this time.
Not our fault. We always had a great relationship.
Power fuckers. Get them all? Cool. Help the boys out.
Enough! You think you killed them all, don't you? Well, you forgot my favorites. My managers. The ones who keep all the other workers in line. The only two I know I can always count on. Fear and pain. grease my knuckles.
Fear the power of the power chord. Come on, Daddy, and my weird circular flying, kind of brutally awesome but unpractical devices of pain. Come on, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Still keep missing. Should not be missing that easy. Gotcha. There you go.
Guards. All guards. Code red. Repeat.
Lava'd.
Alright, yeah! Yeah, yeah!
No way, there's too many.
What are we gonna do? We're gonna need another army.
We need help! We need like 1 million more guards! Eddie, we're outnumbered!
Gotta love the power of the PA system.
Huh? What the? Yeah!
Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
Hey, what took you guys so long?
I don't quite know where it started. I'm not sure what's going with that comment, actually.
You're welcome.
Lost my train of thought there. That sucks. Oh, I got ahead of myself.
Listen up! In honor of you guys, we're calling this new army Ironhead. With an E on the end, so people know we're not messing around.
I don't know where the tradition of putting E at the end of words that don't need E started in the metal world. That's what I was trying to say.
I don't get it.
It happens a lot more than you'd think in the metal world. Let's put umlauts and those other little symbols above letters that really don't need them. But whatever, it's cool. It makes the words look cooler. So what I'm saying is misspelling is very metal, apparently.
Time to get the F out of Dodge.
Alright, so scattered throughout the game, there's a bunch of relics you can raise using Relic Razor. And each one's a little different in how it works.
That's my
I'm not going to explore this one because I'm getting a little ahead of myself in the game, and I only knew to raise it because I've gotten this far. I've beaten the game a couple times, and it makes more sense later on. Don't worry, we'll come back to that thing I just ripped out of the ground. Not so much ripped as raised. So this is another relic, but it's not when you have to raise, when you have to... See that nice, strappy BDSM gear it's got going on the ball gag? Well, it's holding back. Snake of Metal or something like that. Fire Beast. You free him and you get upgrades to the gear. I'm not saying BDSM is a metal thing, but the whole... Okay, so the leather and metal started off when... I think it was the Sex Pistols, I want to say, or something. Went to a fetish shop. I think at the time it was a gay fetish shop or something like that. And got the outfits because it was shocking and provocative for the time. And it's just kind of taken off since then. And this is some of the backstory of the game.
In the beginning, all was darkness. That was how the first ones preferred it, for they were so hideous that even they could not bear to look upon themselves. Then came the Fire Beast, a giant monster of flaming molten iron who roared across the sky like an angry comet. His metal body burned so brightly, it illuminated the world and all its hateful creatures. He was Armageddon, cremator of the sky, and the first ones loathed him because his light forced them to see themselves as they truly were. So they hid underground and dreamed of a day when they could murder the Fire Beast and rid the world of his light forever.
So how badass is that for an origin story? Literally the story is, first there was nothing, then there was a little bit of something, but it was terrible, and then something badass happened, like a flaming monster shot across the sky, and made everyone realize how terrible things were, and then they thought to plot to kill their new awesome badass god thing. That's insane, and probably one of the most metal origin stories you can think of. It's kind of parallel to the Vikings, where the whole idea was, first there was nothing, then there were the old ones or something along those lines, and the old ones had to die. There was giants and shit like that, and they made everything from them. But I'm getting ahead of myself, as I seem to be doing a lot in this playthrough, so I'm just gonna shut up for now on this topic, and we're gonna go towards the light. And maybe if we pass some more.